Queen of Nevers, Multiverse. The Queen of Nevers is the embodiment of possibility. She is the lover of eternity, and in the moments where they are together, anything can happen. The Never Queen was originally known as the Pilgrim, the embodiment of the fourth cosmos and third multiverse. Identifying as male at the time, he succeeded the sentience of the third cosmos, and was replaced by the sentience of the fifth cosmos. The Pilgrim knew that nothing truly dies and journeyed into the mystery upon the fourth cosmos end. Now known as the Never Queen, she exists outside of space and time. Fourth cosmos. When the multiverse was about to pass through a renewal cycle yet again, what can be, formerly, what must be, the devourer of worlds of the fourth cosmos, summoned the Pilgrim to take the time-displaced defenders of the eighth cosmos to the third cosmos, as Carlo Zoda, the man they had been chasing through the time stream, escaped to there. After sending the defenders to the third cosmos, the Pilgrim shed his energy to form the fifth cosmos and carried the archetypes of good and evil with him on a quest to the heart of creation. He eventually became the Queen of Nevers, the embodiment of possibility. Queen of Nevers. During one of her moments alone with eternity, the Queen of Nevers was robbed of her heart by incredulous Zed, an alien who was being secretly backed up by Glorian. Gifted with armor and a fabled sword called the Edge of Reality from the land of Couldn't Be Shouldn't Be, Zed entered the time without space and the space without time to carve out the Never Queen's heart. He used the heart to build the Impericon. As the Never Queen approached the Impericon to reclaim her heart, numerous champions were dispatched to defeat her, but all of them failed to do so. The latest champion selected by incredulous Zed was the Silver Surfer, one of the former heralds of Galactus. He confronted the Queen and destroyed Zed's observing drones to try and talk to her freely. Determined to fight for all the futures, the Queen used her power to tear the Surfer apart by making him experience all possible futures at once. However, the Surfer was saved by Dawn Greenwood, the person Zed captured as a leverage to make the Surfer fight her, whom upon finding the Queen's heart in the Impericon made a wish to save the Surfer. The Never Queen explained to the Surfer the power of wishes, and told him her nature as the representation of possibility, and that without her heart, with each moment that passed, an infinite number of futures died inside her. After understanding the Queen's motivations, the Surfer agreed to get her heart back. With the help of Dawn Greenwood, the Silver Surfer retrieved the Queen's heart, destroying the Impericon in the process, though he held it together with the power cosmic long enough for its inhabitants to escape. As Silver Surfer later confronted the incredulous Zed, Dawn was the one to finally get the heart back to the Never Queen. The Silver Surfer defeated Zed when he was stabbed with the Edge of Reality. For his crime, Eternity cast him out of the universe and into the lands of Couldn't Be Shouldn't Be, where he was enslaved by Glorian, and transformed into the lowly Z. Dawn and the Surfer bid farewell to the Queen as she faded away. She was reunited with Eternity, who asked her why the Surfer or Dawn hadn't reached their potential in the moments when anything could happen, but accomplished this now. She told him that now that the Surfer and Dawn were together, those moments were every moment. Death and rebirth of the multiverse. The Queen of Nevers perished and the multiverse met its end due to the phenomenon known as incursions. She was brought back once her recreated heart was found by Dawn Greenwood. Not long afterwards, as a consequence of the multiverse's rebirth, Lord Chaos and Master Order fused with the In-Betweener to become Logos and install themselves as the new embodiment of multiversal law. When they annihilated the Celestials, the Queen of Nevers managed to whisk the One Above All to safety. During the final fight against the evil First Firmament who had been pulling the strings behind Logos, the Queen of Nevers used the One Above All to kickstart the rebirth of the Celestials. Later, during the Reckoning War, the Never Queen comforted Eternity as he was poisoned by a universal conflict thanks to the Reckoning. She sent the Silver Surfer to stop the Reckoning and congratulated him once the war was over. Defenders. The Queen of Nevers was summoned by Defenders using the Eternity Mask along with Cloud and the archetypes of the Fourth Cosmos. She took the Defenders from the land of Couldn't Be Shouldn't Be to the door to the House of Ideas. Attributes. Powers. As the embodiment of all possibility of the multiverse, she can see all futures, know and change what will happen, giving birth to all possible moment that manifests in all the multiverse. Weaknesses. If the Queen's heart is removed, she will grow weak and die. The Queen represents possibility. If there is no possibility or future, then she will fade and die. When the final incursion ended the multiverse, it also ended the Queen of Nevers. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.